When James's dog, Daisy, wouldn't stop barking at an old bee nest in the basement, he decided to cut it open. She was obviously afraid of it, and James just didn't understand why. This nest had been there for years already, and she had never even looked at it before. However, when he finally cut it open, he got the shock of his life. James's mind raced, and within a matter of seconds, he remembered his Daisy. Without a second thought, he dashed towards her, his heart pounding with worry. Hurrying to his phone, he dialed the police without delay. It was clear that the situation required their immediate attention. Police finally arrived, but James was still completely in shock by what he had found. He couldn't believe it. Daisy had been right to warn him since the beginning. It didn't take long before even the police understood the situation and called for backup. But what had James found in the nest? Why did it scare him so much? And why did he scream for help? Before we start, smash the like button, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any new stories. James looked up from his newspaper as he heard his dog, Daisy, barking. She was a very calm and peaceful dog, and she barely ever barked. The only time she did so was when she was afraid of something. So it definitely caught his attention. He looked around the living room, but he didn't see her there. He stood up and walked to the kitchen, but that was empty too. Besides, the barking sounded as if it was coming from someplace further away. He looked around and wondered, where could Daisy be? James suspected she was in the garden. Whenever she came across those animals in the garden, she barked until James came outside to save her from them. She could be dramatic like that, and James found it adorable. However, as he went into the garden to see what intruder she had found now, he was surprised. Daisy wasn't here either, and what was even weirder, he could barely hear the barks from here. He concluded that she was definitely somewhere inside the house. So, he went back in and continued his search. He followed the sound of her barks and it led him to the staircase, which led to the basement. As he stood there, he listened one more time, and it was obvious that the barks were coming from down there. He decided to check it out for himself. He walked down the stairs and he saw Daisy, barking at something in the corner. "Hey girl, what is it? What have you got there?" he asked her. His dog, however, completely ignored him and continued barking. She was entirely focused on something she had found there. From where James was standing, he couldn't see what she was barking at. He walked over to her and pet her, saying, "Daisy, it's okay. Everything is fine, you can calm down." Daisy, however, still did not stop barking. James could hear the panic in her bark. He was confused and curious about what made her so scared. He gently pushed her out of the way to take a look at what she had found, and when he saw it, he couldn't suppress his laugh. "Daisy, you crazy girl, that's just an old bee nest." He bent over to pick it up and show it to her. But as soon as he came closer to it, she started whining and yelping, like she was urging him to put it down. James didn't understand why she was doing that. This nest had been down here for years, and she had never barked at it before. You see, years ago, he had found the nest in one of the trees in his garden. He had called an exterminator to come over and remove it, and once all the bees had been exterminated, he cleaned the nest and kept it in his basement. He liked to collect odd and weird stuff, and this certainly fit his collection. He knew the nest had been empty for years, so he assumed Daisy was just barking to get his attention. He had been reading the newspaper all day and had ignored her attempts to get him outside to play. "Okay then, I'll go play with you. Go get the ball." "Where's the ball?" he said, finally giving in. But Daisy didn't stop barking. "Ball! Daisy, get the ball!" he tried again. She fell silent for a moment and looked at him, but her tail stayed tucked between her legs. Then she started barking again. This was strange. James could see that Daisy was truly frightened. Ignoring her anxious barking, he carried the nest to his work table. He put on gloves, grabbed a garden knife, and examined it carefully. Nothing about it looked unusual. It appeared exactly as it had years ago after the bees were exterminated. He had never seen any in the attic or anywhere in the house since the extermination. The nest had hardened over the years, making it difficult to cut. He was nearly halfway through when Daisy suddenly rushed closer. She had never behaved aggressively before. James understood Daisy didn't want him opening the nest, but her behavior only made him more curious. "Okay, I'll leave it alone," he told her, leading her upstairs. He needed a distraction. "It's time for lunch." He poured food into her bowl. Daisy immediately focused on eating, the stress seemingly replaced by hunger. While she was busy, James quietly slipped back into the basement and closed the door behind him. He put on his gloves again and continued cutting the nest. After some time, the nest finally split open. Relieved, James picked up one half and inspected it. Inside was a beautifully preserved honeycomb. The hexagonal cells looked almost untouched by time. But that couldn't be what had frightened Daisy. He looked at the other half of the nest. The moment he saw it, he screamed. Suddenly, it was obvious why Daisy had been barking the entire time. Panicked, he grabbed his phone and dialed 911. His knees trembled as the dispatcher answered. 911, what's your emergency? James quickly explained what he had discovered in his basement and asked for the police to come immediately. The dispatcher assured him that officers were already on their way. Carefully approaching the nest, he placed one half inside the bag and tied it shut. Then he hurried upstairs. Minutes later, he finally heard a car pull into the driveway and looked out the window, relieved to see a police car. 2 officers stepped out and rang the doorbell, but James was already rushing toward the door. The sooner he could show them the basement, the better. Breathing heavily, he opened the door. "Thank you so much for coming. Please come in." The officers followed him inside as he quickly led them to the basement door. When they reached the basement, James kept his distance from the trash bag in the corner and pointed at it. "It's inside that bag," he said. The moment they saw what was inside the nest, both officers gasped and stepped back. "This can't be real," one of them exclaimed. "We shouldn't even be here. We need to call animal control," the other officer said. Within seconds, one of them was already on the phone. "Hello, this is Officer Martin. We need someone here immediately," he said, explaining the situation. The agent on the other end agreed to send someone right away, but added something unexpected. "Officer, whatever you do not let that man leave the house." Officer Martin was surprised, but agreed. After hanging up, he told James that animal control was on the way. "They asked us to stay in the basement and keep an eye on the nest," he added. James nodded nervously, completely focused on the strange situation unfolding around him. While he stared at the bag in silence, Officer Martin quietly informed his partner about the agent's warning. "We cannot let him leave," he whispered. A few minutes later, the doorbell rang and Daisy began howling upstairs. James instinctively moved toward the stairs, but Officer Martin stopped him. "It's all right, I'll get it," he said quickly, heading upstairs. Moments later, James heard voices as Officer Martin greeted the animal control officer. Soon, footsteps echoed on the stairs. "Follow me," Martin said. A man in an animal control uniform entered the basement and introduced himself as Tim. James pointed to it. Tim stepped closer and looked inside. The moment he saw it, his expression changed instantly. "What is going on here? Where did you get this?" he demanded. Everyone in the room was shocked by his reaction. James stammered, confused. "What do you mean?" "I found that nest years ago in my garden." James tried explaining everything calmly, but Tim remained suspicious. "Officers, cuff him and take him to the station for questioning," Tim ordered suddenly. Minutes later, he sat in the back of a police car, completely stunned. At the station, James was brought into an interrogation room and told to wait. When an officer finally entered, the situation seemed serious. Animal control suspected something illegal, and if they were right, James could face severe consequences. This revelation shocked him completely. For hours, James answered every question truthfully. At first, the officers doubted him, but gradually they realized he was telling the truth. They had misunderstood the situation. That same evening, James's street filled with police cars and flashing lights. But they weren't there for him. He was back home with Daisy, exhausted after the chaotic day. The police had actually come for his neighbor. James's neighbor had been involved in illegal animal trading, secretly keeping rare and dangerous species. One of those animals, a small scorpion, had escaped and found its way into James's basement. It had hidden inside the old nest, which was why Daisy had been barking at it. The scorpion was a rare species that was illegal to own, which explained Tim's reaction when he saw it. Animal control confiscated the scorpion and the other animals, and the neighbor was arrested. James never forgot the events of that day. From then on, whenever Daisy tried to warn him about something, he always listened.